So, what is up? This video is a little bit different, and I feel like you're gonna get a shit ton of value from this because you always see me talking about like covert influence, this, that, the other, and you know, I've put my calls out there and I've showed you my full sales calls, but if you don't fully understand it, you're not gonna notice it. So what I'm gonna do on this video is break down a call step by step and show you exactly what I did, why I did it, and how I did it. Okay, so let's fucking go. So a little bit of context on this call. This woman was a nurse. She wanted to make money online, married, no kids as of yet, which became a very big thing in the call.
I used to watch a TV show called like ER or something like that. Could be wrong. But yeah, definitely excited to get into things.
This meeting is being recorded.
I believe you spoke with my colleague Leanne the other day.
Yes, that's correct.
She didn't bully you, that, did she?
No.
No. So
It's a little bit of humor. Really release the tension a bit.
Awesome.
yeah, she's a nice girl. Nice girl. And I believe you've been through like the mini mentorship as well, right?
Yes, getting some information on that.
Yep.
Cool.
I mean, has that been, I guess, like helpful in terms of
Very, very helpful.
very?
Yeah, because a lot of things I'm like, a lot of people are doing the like selling these courses and things like that, but they don't like they're just kind of just giving you some basic information. They're not trying to break it down like that. Trust me.
So once again, just like humor, just light as fuck conversation, right? But also, I also know that I'm going to get a fear of the past, right? Now, the thing is, though, I don't have any leverage in the conversation at all yet to handle it. So I'll bring it back up later on.
Nice handful. So it's like some scary stories. I'm always like skeptical. Then my husband's super skeptical. He's just like, "What's scam?"
So she's skeptical, her husband's super skeptical, right? Not a good mix, right? So I need to figure that out.
You coming across now?
Oh, so is your husband not on the same side of the table as you when it comes to this one, is he not?
I feel like he thinks I'm like always. He's like, I understand you're wanting more for us. He's like, I get it. But he's like, some of these people are just, trying to get you into something. And
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's like, there's some people out there that just care about your money. Or there is also some people that do things right.
So what I did there was extremely high level, and it's using body language. Now, what this does is it speaks to the subconscious rather than the conscious, okay? Because if I was to say, yeah, there's definitely scammers out there, but don't worry, we're legit. That's speaking to the conscious, and the prospect's going to be like, yeah, that's what they all fucking say, right? However, I didn't say we're different or this, that, the other consciously, but subconsciously I did, okay? And the way that I did that is I was like, there's some people out there that just care about your money, separated myself from them. However, there's also some people that do things right, okay? So then when I'm talking about the people that do things right, I'm talking about myself, right? So subconsciously that she's going to take in these guys are different. Whereas if I just said it to the conscious, it just sounds super fucking salesy.
Right. But the reality is, until you actually take the step and build a business, like, you're never going to know.
right.
So for you, like in your mind, what's the biggest...
So that's called purposeful fault, right? So it is to get people to feel very receptible to you and very willing to open up. So instead of saying in your mind, saying in your mind, I'm pointing to me mind, but I'm saying in you are mine. So subconsciously, it's a sense of belonging and a sense of like she needs to speak to me because it's like a belonging to me.
Reason that you wanted to even have another swing at the bat and build something more for you and your husband?
Just getting up every morning, and it's just, I literally ask myself every day, I'm like, is this it? Like,
A lot of like minimizing language. So I'm noticing it right now. Like the word just.
I mean, I wouldn't even say, because he's good financial wise. Like he's great he's always been great, like prior to me with money and being smart with his money. But me, I like to also do a lot of things. So I just don't think it matches up. And I'm like, what I'm doing. So like, I like
Just clarifying. How do you mean?
shop. I like to have nice things, but what I make doesn't match with what I want.
Okay.
So
And how long's that been like going on for?
Just tactical interjection. I don't want to let them ramble. I just want to, you want the prospect to keep up with you, not you keep up with the prospect. Because if you're trying to keep up with the prospect, that's a game you're never going to win. So you've got to tactically interject. Now, there's a very important thing when you do that, right? When you tactically interject, which is you're doing it about something they've just talked about so that it doesn't feel rude.
for a good minute. I mean, because we got our house in 21 of February. So I guess it's just the more we take on.
Sorry, do you mean Feb 21st this year, or like 2021, just somewhere?
2021, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
You said
since
it-
we've gotten into the house, yeah. It's,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. And when you say obviously your husband makes good money, like I guess is it enough though for like the life that you want to live?
It's
Seeding in doubt. Like, is that enough for what you want though as well?
to get us by. Like,
So it's enough to get us by. Is that what you want though?
But when you said, just so you're aware, right? Start the conversation. Like I am British. Okay.
Mhm.
One thing to keep in mind. So if need be, I am somebody that's going to say what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Are you okay with
love
that?
that.
So a little bit of humor, like I'm British, so like, but like what I'm saying is I'm somebody that's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Are you okay with that? As soon as she gives me permission, she has given me permission to say whatever the fuck I want to say, right? Because she's told us I can do it, right? It's like if I said to you, you can steal my car, and then you stole my car, I can't get annoyed at you because I literally said you could.
Cool. Because you know what is Brits are like, we're pricks. When you say it's just enough to get by, when you say that you would ask yourself, is this it? Is the goal to just get by?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
And how long do you feel like you've been, I guess, like head above water?
So head above water, right? I'm throwing in the metaphor. Metaphors are fucking cracked, right? So I'm saying when I say head above water, what do you think of? You're drowning, you're struggling to like not die, right? Putting her into fight or flight, survival, right? And if you notice later in the call, she actually adopts the metaphor. Because if somebody accepts the metaphor, they accept the rules that come with that metaphor. So she ends up believing that she's like drowning, right? You'll see it.
Since we moved into this house, since
Wow. So
Yeah.
5 years?
hmm
5 years. Wow. It's a long time.
yeah,
5 years, it's a long time. Helping her see that 5 years is a long time.
This time is flying by, isn't it?
But time is flying by. Yes, it's been 5 years. Time is flying by. Time distortion, right? Changing the prospect's perception of time. Okay. A lot of times when you get to think about an objection, it's because like, so you'll say to somebody, how long have you been wanting to do X, Y, Z? And they'll be like, oh, only like a year. Right? If they view only a year, like if they say only a year, they're not viewing that as a long period of time, which means when it comes to making a decision, making it on the call, it would be ridiculous, right?
There's going to come a time when, I guess if we don't do something, when you ask yourself, is this all life is, but it's the last time you can ask that. Yeah. I guess over the past 5 years, like, things kind of been this way. I guess, like, what effects that had on mainly you personally, right? Because I know you said your husband's a bit.
Bringing the conversation to her.
So obviously, this is, like, the question you're asking yourself, right?
hmm
Like, what effect
This is a question you're asking yourself subconsciously. Responsibility.
had on, like, you personally?
So my mom passed away last year of July.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and I looked at. So my mom was at a job she hated.
Just being a human being. So many closers like don't do this. Like somebody will talk about a dead parent and the closer will just ask the next question. It's like, just fucking say you're sorry that the parent died. Like, fucking be a human.
Barely getting by. I mean, occasionally I would send her money here and there. After she passed away, I had to, of course, handle the things on the back end.
Yeah.
But she had nothing put to the side. I had to take care of everything. Like I had to figure out, and I don't want that for myself. Like if I were to
Do you have
pass
kids?
away, no, I don't. And that's another reason. I'm kind of
Do you want them?
scared. I do.
This is something that so many closers miss out on. If you're speaking to somebody who doesn't have kids, ask them if they want kids. Like, they might want kids.
So like, can I afford them? That's
Shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm scared of. And I'm like, he's saying like, oh yeah, we can make it work. And
Yeah, but what do you want the child to go through? Right.
I don't want them to go through what I went through.
Why not?
Because it's kind of like there was a point my mom would have me in the beauty shop every 2 weeks. She lost her job. That stopped. Things changed. I couldn't get the things I wanted. And I was understanding. But it's to say I don't have it. And I'm already trying to still play catch up with credit cards and things like that.
Sorry, with your mother's credit cards or your credit cards?
Mine.
Okay.
Because of the pickup that I had to deal with. So
It's a lot of responsibility to burden.
yeah.
I mean, good for you because a lot of people don't even burden that responsibility.
Yeah, I took it on.
And I speak to a lot of people that try and put the responsibility onto other people.
Seeding for later, partner objections, like minimizing it as much as possible.
Right.
Yeah, but that was me, and that I think that's also a headache with him. He's just like, you're always trying to save everybody. You're always trying to.
Where do you feel that comes from, though? Like, because there's going to be something that's caused that, right? Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing. To me, that sounds like a good thing. It just depends how you use it.
Yeah, I mean, because he raised himself since like the age of 12, 11. So he's used to like being on his own, taking care of everything himself. So it's kind of awkward for him to see me like he's like, you're taking on so much. You don't have that to give. Like it's okay to say no. It's okay to try to take care of yourself.
But is it okay to say no to the life you want to live?
Don't want that.
Pointing like at her, the life you want to live.
I want to say no to the life.
There's a part of you that I guess, and I'm sure, what's your husband's name, by the way, sir?
Like
Cool. I'm sure he's a lovely guy, right? There's a part of you that wants to agree with him and kind of wants to give up. There's also another part of you that knows deep down that you can't.
Dissociation. So dissociation, it's creating the rift in the prospect and helping and like separating two different identities, and they have to choose which one they want to adopt. So it's like when you see people doing that, there's always two types of people. There's the person that does X, whatever. It's like that, but way more powerful because it's not about two random people. It's about the prospect and two different parts of them.
Because if you do, you become a replication of your mother. Which is not, and I'm sure your mother was lovely as well. But it's like when you do bring a child into this world, what life do you want that child to live?
I don't want them to want for anything.
No. And how long has that been something you and your husband have wanted, like, to bring in that next generation, right?
Yeah.
Has it been a long time?
We've talked about it. Like, I know. So when we got in the house, he's like, "Okay, that's gonna be the next thing." It's like kids, but it was always something after another. Like something breaks down, cars kept breaking down.
Those still happen when you have kids as well.
Yeah, and none of that stops. So it's just kind of
It's
right. And it was just one thing after another, and it just everything kept getting put on pause.
Yeah, and it's like, well, it's like, do you want your life and what you can do to be decided by a tire or an oil change?
Exactly. No.
So I'm gonna say like the reason that she hasn't had like that's not the reason that she hasn't had kids. There's something deeper. Because that's still gonna come when she has kids. And does she want what she can do with her kids to be decided by a car tire or something like that?
Kind of like suffocating.
That's what it feels like.
Really. And you said
Like I'm drowning.
There we go. So I brought in suffocating as well. Like just throwing that word in. Right, a hot word. Then she now says, feels like I'm drowning. Because I said earlier, how long have you felt like head above water? So she's now adopting the metaphor, right? So I've put her into, fight or flight.
grabbing onto what?
Say it again.
You said it feels like you're grabbing?
Like drowning. Like I'm
Drowning.
Mm-hmm.
It's a powerful way to describe it.
Yes.
What makes you say that?
It's like you're swimming in the ocean, trying to grab hold onto something. You get a hold of something, and then that breaks, and then you're back under. That's what it feels like. Like I get ahead a little bit. Okay, I caught up on this.
So she's trying to grab onto something, maybe another program or like maybe paying off credit cards, whatever.
I'll pay this credit card off. Then something happens to where I need to use that credit card again. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. And it's like, do you want to continue to view life that way, or more so like it's like climbing a ladder?
It's like now switching from drowning in the water to climbing a ladder. Because head above water, struggling to not go down, climbing a ladder, trying to get to the top.
Right.
Actually, sending that little flare up in the sky and getting the help.
Exactly.
I know you've tried to do that because you said that you've tried.
Send the flare up, get help, right? That's what you do when you're drowning, right? Or when you're at sea or whatever.
programs and that sort of thing in the past.
Yes.
So now I'm about to handle fear of the past and why stuff in the past didn't work out, etc.
What's happened with them, and why do you feel they weren't successful?
Like I mentioned when I was watching the mentorship videos, and he was breaking down things piece by piece. It was just kind of like with these other programs, they're telling you what they did, but nobody's taking, like, I didn't get a follow-up call like this, or I didn't get a conversation to discuss like what's going on and the next future moves. It was just kind of like, okay, here's the instructions. This is what I did. And they'll get you to try to pay.
Sorry, what were you saying? Do you want to say something?
Oh, no, they try to get you to pay for like additional things, like the additional scripts and stuff like that. But it's never like a breakdown. Like he was literally going by the best BSRs, the box, the buy box. Like I like the breakdown of he was explaining things, and it was actually thorough. So, and then if I need to go back and watch it, I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
sure. And I guess like with the other ones, like how much did you invest into the other programs?
So
I want to figure out how much she invested, because if she didn't invest a lot, it tells me that she probably didn't actually get like the full program. Because we know the game. If somebody spent like $500, that's definitely not the highest level of support.
There will be times. There was one program. It was like 500 to like sign up.
So it's like if she's worried about 500, I need to change that because I'm about to pitch her something for 7K.
She gave me some instructions. She gave me a script. Um,
Yeah.
and it just sounded so like it was just so much like also cold calling too. And it just didn't seem like me. So I was like, okay, I'm stepping out of the box. I'm trying something different. But also, it was just like she gave me, this is what you're doing, and she disappeared. Like,
Right. Okay. But I guess it's like you get what you pay for, right? Because
yeah,
personally, like myself, I've invested, I think over like 50,000 like into myself.
So I'm showing her the gap. Like she thinks she's done a lot. No.
Right, in terms of like programs, mentorships, that sort of thing. Like a lot of times I didn't have the money. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of times I was maxing out credit cards and loans, but I was always able to pay them off because I had full conviction. I guess in myself and how me
Relating to her, like I was also broke when I've done that.
work.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, because like, how many programs have you done in the past? Just on what?
I'd say about 4 or 5 programs.
Okay. And like the reality, like you know, when it comes to obviously, but you've got our mini mentorship, which you found very helpful. Whereas even like say $500 a lot of times for investment, it's not necessarily like it's kind of like you get what you pay for in the sense of that's not going to be the full thing that they offer,
Hmm.
right? It's still going to be it's still a lot cheaper than say college or something like that.
Helping her
Yeah.
understand it because she's had to go to college, right, for like to be a nurse, but she's still not where she needs to be. So helping her understand the difference, because like she views 500 as a lot, but she's not viewing like the 100K or whatever that she invested to go to college to not get to where she wants to be as a lot. So I'm helping her realize that.
Yeah, and then I'm back in college, getting my bachelor's in healthcare administration.
Cool, that's good. But also, it's like even with that huge investment,
Huge.
Yeah,
right?
right.
Because for you, like in terms of
So I'm using that as the price anchor to the 7K.
you said you've done 4 or 5 that didn't work out. Do you think it would be fair to say that there has always been people that have done them that it did work out for? Do you think like those people maybe exist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think it was necessarily like? Do you feel like it was like 100% on the program, or do you think maybe also you yourself like had a little bit of uncertainty that pursuing it you'd actually create the life that you really wanted?
I'd say about 40% that I felt that way.
Okay. Okay. So it's not necessarily just like the stuff in the past, but it's also you just have a bit of uncertainty that if you actually commit to something, you'll get those it.
Handling fear.
Right.
Okay. That's normal, by the way. Like,
Normalizing it.
it's normal to kind of feel that way. But we're left with 2 options. We can either overcome the uncertainty or allow that to overcome us. Right. Because if you continue to hold on to that like I guess like fear of failure in a sense,
Yeah.
do you feel that you'll ever get to the position that you want to actually never have to question yourself, like, is this it? And actually live the life that you want to live? Do you feel like you'll ever get there if you continue?
Going into like a Dickens pattern.
If I continue to hold on to fear, no.
No.
I won't.
Yeah.
And I want better for myself. And
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, if I don't get there, it's on me. Like,
Yeah. It's nobody else, right? It's like our lives are down to the decisions that we make. Right.
yes.
Once again, responsibility.
And not to like rub salt in the wounds, because like, I am British, as some people just think I like doing this because I'm cruel. Right. I'm generally just doing this because I want to see you win because like I've been in your shoes.
Relating to her, like I've been where you are.
And like I've been on the other end. Somebody once told me be the person that you needed in a time of fear and uncertainty. So that's what I'm going to be for you.
Help her realizing that all this challenging is because I'm on the same side of the table as her, not the other side of the table.
Okay. So if we were to look back over the past 5 years, right, of I guess having this fear, it's like disease.
So I'm calling it a disease. Absolutely villainizing it. Right now, bearing in mind, this woman's like to the normal person. If I say a disease to you, you think of something disgusting, right? That you want to get rid of immediately before it spreads to the rest of your body and kills you, right? That's what everybody thinks. So it's an example of a hot word. However, saying this to somebody who's a nurse, like she wants rid of that like immediately. She's disgusted that she's even allowed herself to get it.
Right. What do you feel like that's costed you personally? Maybe your husband as well, right? But what do you feel like it's actually costed?
Freedom.
Yeah.
It's costed freedom. Me and my friend were. It was an off day, but we were off, and she was like, "I'm looking at these people and wondering what they do," and she's just like, because we both worked at the hospital, and she's just like, "I would love to just be off regularly during the week because we were doing like hot.
It's also what you want as well, because we talk
Yes.
about you're not your friend, right?
I wanted to talk about her. She's not a fucking friend. I need to bring the conversation back to her.
Like just, having that conversation, I was like, yes, I would love to get up but it was just like these people made a decision. They
That's
took
all it is.
risks.
That's all it is. But what do you feel like it's actually like costed your freedom? For you and obviously your husband as well, and I guess where you could have been.
Like just pushing it off because I'm telling myself that it's not gonna work or it's just another.
Yeah. And another thing you mentioned is that you
She still hasn't really answered it, so I'm just gonna fucking hit it home here.
wanting your own child, right, your own baby.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something like it might cut home, it might cut hard?
I need you to do what you do.
Would it be fair to say that fear has costed you a baby?
That's 100%. I believe that.
Deal's done at this point, by the way. Like, the fear's costed her having a child.
How does that sit?
It sucks.
Yeah. And obviously, if we continue to hold on to this fear, what's going to continue to happen?
I'm gonna be stuck in the same position.
Yeah. And go through the same struggles that I guess your mother went through, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're in the situation where you've got to decide whether to have a child and put them through that as well, or to never become a mother.
Right.
And it's like, would you ever want to be in a position where you have to make that decision?
Yeah.
Because that should be what scares you, not believing in yourself.
Yeah.
So, one of the best ways to overcome fear, just replace it with an even fucking scarier fear.
You know what I mean? Because, and at this moment right here is why, I've taken thousands of these calls, right? And it's why I feel like you'd have a good, from what I'm saying so far, you have a very good chance of success with this, because the most successful clients that we've had in the program,
Incentivizing her to continue to behave like this and be open, vulnerable, suggestible.
have always been like the most open and vulnerable, because it really allows me to like help. So like, based on the conversations we've had,
So it's like incentivizing the behavior, triggering dopamine. So it's like that's one of the things people have wrong about dopamine. Dopamine is not rewarding a past behavior. Okay, it is incentivizing the behavior to continue. Like, for example, when you give a dog a cookie when it sits, you're not doing it because the dog's just sat. You're doing it so that the next time the dog sits again. So you're incentivizing the behavior.
what do you feel like you actually need to like let go of, so that you can actually get to where you go?
Wait, say that again.
What do you feel like you need to? It's my accent. What do you feel like you actually need to let go of, so you can actually get to where you want to go?
The procrastination, the fear,
Yeah, it's all fear. Everything else,
the anxiety. I will talk myself out of something. Like I have chronic anxiety, so I will talk myself out of something.
shit.
Yeah.
Do you want that to happen with this?
Just making sure, like, she'll talk herself out of something.
I really want to. I hate it. I really hate it. That's I've had it since 2015.
But they all stem from fear,
Yeah,
right? It's like
and I'm tired of it.
The problem is fear. The symptom is anxiety and procrastination, right? We've got to actually cut off the problem so that the symptoms start occurring.
So it's like problem, symptom, but she's a nurse. It's not like, gay question. Is that the problem? Right? I'm just saying it, but it's like to a nurse, right? Like, she understands it and like cut off the disease so it doesn't spread.
Because let's look at it on both sides of the coin. Like when you say anxiety and you continuously put things off, if I had to hold on to that fear again, right?
So I'm just going into like consequence now. Future-based consequence I find very interchangeable. Like, sometimes you can do consequence first, sometimes future-based first makes more sense. It really just depends who you're speaking to.
It continuously put things off, right? Want to do something, but put it off and this, that, the other. What's life going to look like another 12 months, 5 years, 10 years down the road if we continue to do that? What will life look like?
And I regret so much because I do it to myself. I've done it to myself a lot, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm back at square one, and tell myself like you can't want better for yourself if you just keep doing that.
But you do want it, right?
I do, and I know I can do it. I know I can do it.
Yeah. What does that devil whisper that stops you? Like, it's just like, don't feel like good enough, or like, what is it?
You're not smart enough to do that.
Helping us see like the fear is like a devil and what it's actually whispering to her when she's went to like do this in the past.
Or it's not gonna last. It's gonna fail.
Yeah. Why do you think you have to do that?
I don't. I guess because I've never been in that success chair.
Mm.
I haven't had something like big to say. I actually did that. I actually succeeded at that.
I'm sure you've had accomplishments.
I have.
Yeah. You're married, right? That's
Yeah.
You're going through your bachelor's, right?
Yes.
But most importantly, like,
Building her up a little bit because like quite low level state.
you don't want to sell.
Right.
A lot more, like, you should give yourself a little bit of a pat on the back, right?
Thank you.
But if we continue to just doubt ourselves, well, like, I don't know if you have you ever seen that documentary where I don't know what you call them in America, but in the UK we call them like hospices. I think in America you might call them like assisted living, that sort of thing. So they went around and asked people, "What is it you regret the most from your life?" Interesting. Nobody named anything they did. It was always the stuff that they didn't do. So for you, when you're old and grey and you're in that position, what ghosts or versions of you do you not want to be stood around your deathbed saying like, "We came to you, thinking that you could do this, that," right?
That sounds like what I would not want to be saying to myself is I didn't initiate, I didn't
Yeah.
finish.
So imagine you could have lived the life that you wanted, but you allowed fear to stop you. You could have, made the money you wanted, right? Had the family you wanted, but you allowed fear to stop you. Like, how would that sit with you?
It wouldn't. A lot of stuff has passed me by, and
Yeah.
I just don't want that no
Yeah.
more.
That right there, especially when it comes to anxiety, like remember this moment right here because that right there is too important to forget.
So I'm doing hypernesia. So when I'm in, like, when she's talking about, like, that's a life I would regret, whatever, I'm getting her to hyperfixate on that. So for the rest of the call, she's thinking, like, if I don't do something, I'm going to live with a regret. Right? So it's creating hyper. So you've got amnesia and hypernesia. Amnesia is getting somebody to forget something. Hypernesia, getting somebody to hyperfixate on something.
Because if you forget that, you're going to go back to your old cycle. Right? So that's actually what you and getting all pitch.
I mean, just the check-ins. I feel like I didn't get the proper check-ins. Just kind of like, hey, any questions, any concerns? That would be awesome. Like just okay, if I don't understand it, something like if I can hop on a call with somebody or message or email and get a quick response or those type of things. Like I would never get check-ins or follow-ups or
It's like the coaching and support aspect.
Yes.
Okay. I'd say we can help with that. And like for you to actually live the life that you want to live, whether it be match your Pilates, right? But also like making the money that you want to make, getting yourself to a position where you don't have to ask yourself like, is this right? So that you're able to actually birth a baby.
Yeah.
How like continue something with the next generation, but most importantly, set that example.
Right.
Birth a baby, like vivid. Not just have a baby, birth a baby. Future pace needs to be vivid, but it is not just a part of the call, it is an experience.
How much do you actually need to make on like a monthly basis to be able?
Because it is very hard for the brain to tell the difference between what's real and what's not. So you paint the picture vivid, it feels real.
I would love to be at least like starting 6, 10.
Well, do you want 6 to 10? Let's let go of the uncertainty for a second.
Okay.
Right. So I would love to. You're going to. Okay. How much are you going to make?
10.
Call that language again.
10. It's 10,000 per month. So when you're in the position, whether it is 6 months, whether it is 12 months, right? Doesn't really matter. Most importantly, it's a version of you that's let go of that like disease. Right. You've cut it off. Right.
You've cut off the disease.
You're now in a position making 10K per month, right? You and Blake are able to like create that next generation. Know that you are safe, secure. Also know that the child is as well. Maybe multiple children, like that, right? Get your own football team or whatever. Like to know that you're the one responsible. To
know that you're the one responsible. So I'm taking it away from my husband, and this is all on her.
You've accomplished that. And what will that moment be worth to you?
It'll mean a lot. It'll be everything. Just to be able to sit back and breathe. Like right now, I can't breathe.
Why is that?
I just want to be able to. It's and then also another like. I just not too long ago paid my car off. I ended up giving it to my dad because he's going through a lot, and so it's just like I'm always carrying something. I'm always
let go.
Yeah.
Metaphor. I'm always carrying something. Just let go.
Well, right now. I know this might sound silly. Just breathe right now. Let it out. It looks like you're trying to hold it in.
I'll let it out. I promise I'll let it out.
I mean, how does it feel?
Just getting her to actually breathe. Getting her to do something. Getting her to feel that relief that comes with the life that she wants to live.
I mean, it feels good.
Yeah. It's like going on a plane, right? And putting on everybody else's oxygen mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Walk me through life at that position when you're able to not survive, but live.
Ooh.
What does life look like for you, Blake, your future family?
Switching from surviving to living.
Not second guessing, like just able to get up and actually be happy, be content.
Yeah.
Going into a store and.
Could you define happiness for me, from your perspective? If you were to define being happy, what is that?
Oh, I haven't experienced that in a minute, so that's a tough question. I'm gonna answer.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking that.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
I can see what you go through. It's like you're working in the ER. It's like you're helping so many other people. but you yourself are on life support.
So an analogy or metaphor like directly relatable to what she does. So she's going to understand it a lot better.
Right.
To be able
To like get rid of that, be happy. What does that actually mean?
not feeling this hole in my chest because I've had a hole in my chest, and then on top of my mom passing, it's like it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I feel like I'm missing something. So to just be able to feel whole on the inside.
Yeah, I mean, there's no just about it, right? It's a big thing.
Yeah.
What do you want to fill it with?
This is where she's getting stuck. So this is where I'm about to do confusion statements and embedding of a command.
I don't know.
To help her get unstuck.
It's just hard for you to see. Right?
That's crazy.
I want you to do a favor for me. Right? I guarantee this is not the conversation you were expecting.
I was
Right? I want you to close your eyes. Just close and, just relax. Right? And look straight ahead of yourself.
Just getting her to, literally, she's like so suggestible to me right now. Like I've just told her to close her eyes on a call with a guy that she's never met and she's done it. And then I said, just relax, embedding a command. Right? But then here comes the confusion.
And what you're probably seeing is just a lot of fear and uncertainty. And it's like, how different would it be if the same thing started up and now nothing changed? And you could just move the fear to the side right now with me. And you can just see clearly what you actually want. What do you want?
So how different would it be if the same thing started looking now and nothing changed and nothing else did? It's a confusion statement. It doesn't make sense. And then I attach move the fear to the side. She's got her eyes closed now. And you can see what you truly want. Right? Now, bearing in mind, 10 seconds ago, she couldn't see it. Now listen.
I want the nice things. I want to be able to pay things and not be worried about the bill collectors, the people coming to see when this bill is going to get paid. It's already paid ahead of time. I paid it a year ahead.
Yeah. I just need you to take a big breath. Let it out. Let it out. Yeah. I love that jumper, by the way. That sounds like my husband's problem. But when it comes to this, whose problem is it solve?
She had something on a jumper which said, like, sounds like my husband's problem. I'm like, possible externalization, so I'll just handle that as well.
It is like,
Yeah.
it's my problem.
Yeah. Because when we look at the future that you want, to actually solidify that, set in stone. What do you
Set in stone, vivid. It's there. It can't be moved.
need to let go of internally?
The negative thoughts, the anxiety, the fear,
Yeah.
the procrastination,
Yeah.
that same cycle.
Yeah. And that for you needs to be impossible to forget. Don't forget that. Okay.
Once again, hypernesia.
You can open your eyes back. Because ultimately, it's like, I know that what we do here can actually help you. But who's responsible for getting the results?
Me.
Yeah. It's definitely you. It's not me. It's not Blake. Right?
It's not a husband. It's her.
Yes.
Because what I can do, I'm not sure if Leanne explained it. Obviously, you have a mini mentorship, right? However, a lot of people I don't know if did you see the videos of people like Dana and Johan, and did you see them the people who did more
Yes.
6 months? Yeah. They all started in similar positions to yourself, right? However, they found a lot more. I guess in terms of what you mentioned, the coaching support, they found a lot more.
Then just transitioning into the pitch. Let me show you something that I did in the pitch, and I was doing it a lot, right? In here. Right, so I was using hot words again. So hot words are like ways that we describe things to trigger a different association, right? So let me see. But I'll just tell you. So instead of saying we're going to build, instead of describing it as building the business, right? I described it as building your baby, right? Because instead of it triggering businessy stuff, it's triggering family, what she wants, right? She said that she wants a baby. So when I'm talking about the Amazon FBA for this offer, I'm describing it as building a baby, not a business. And then let me just show you the objection handling. So she did bring up a partner.
He was actually just calling husband because I was talking to him about it. He's going to send me the investment.
Okay.
But he was telling me that he won't be able to do it all at once because of his bank. So it's
okay,
increments. So either I may have to drive to his bank to get the other half.
Okay.
But I think he can do the three right when I get on the phone with him. But
he can do the what? Sorry, say that again.
The three, half of the investment.
Okay.
And then I have to figure out how either get to his bank or what.
Is this genuinely something you want to do as well?
Yes, I want to do this.
Cool. And obviously, I mean, based on the conversation we had today, if you want to do it that way, you can. Right? I don't mind your husband paying for it. It makes no difference to me.
It's super. Just I don't give a shit.
Right. But do you feel like it will make a difference to you in terms because obviously this conversation's been about yourself.
Yes.
So would you prefer him to pay for it, or would you prefer to get uncomfortable and you pay for it? It's up to you. I don't mind. But
Well, that's a him thing. He would. I know he's not going to use his card. He has his.
She got a little bit confused by the question I asked. So let me just show you it again.
No, sorry. I think what I was referring to was like, is the reason that just so I'm aware, just from my side, is the reason that your husband's paying for it, is that because like just financially like you need him to, or it's more?
Yeah, like I legit. I don't have.
Okay. But like for you,
I just keep on saying separating herself from her husband.
figure out the finances. Like it's the easiest thing for us to figure out, really.
Yes.
So the finance you don't have, it's more so like how you can have your husband pay for it, that you can do that. However, based on the conversation that we've had today about, you know, like responsibility and believing in yourself, would it be a crazy idea if you actually made the commitment as well? Financially as well. Would that be?
No, I would have loved to have done all of this by myself. Like,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what we can do, we can wait, or if you'd like, there's like some other ways that we can like break it down. To like,
yeah, but I mean, what? Because I didn't know how you guys process.
And then, yeah, she ends up just doing split it, like financing. So it comes through as a pith. But yeah, that's essentially a call. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you learned something from that. If you've watched that call and been like, fuck, there is levels to the game. There's a link in the description. Just like feel free to just click it and book a call. And what we can do is we can do a call review where I'll show you exactly why you leave money on the table. Then after that, it'll be like an absolute no-brainer and you'll be begging to work with me. So yeah, excited to hear from you.